Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. I hope you liked that little montage that I put together for you guys. I thought it was just a really cool, unique way to showcase some of Calgary's infrastructure. But my name's Fyfe. I'm a local real estate agent, business leader, coach, and content creator. And today we're going to talk about some of the costs that you would incur if you decide to move to Calgary. So let's get into it. In a city of 1.6 million, the average Calgarian salary is $65,000 to $70,000. Now, these numbers are from a couple different resources like PayScale and Salary Expert. Although I see some high averaging reports, I do want to give you the numbers that I see most frequently. The average household income for Calgary was $141,000, where the national stat was $140,000. The current minimum wage here in Alberta is $15 an hour. I found it quite fascinating that a few reports stated that in order to live a modest lifestyle, you need to make at least $18.60. According to Vibrant Communities Calgary, a family of 4 in 2017 only needed $67,000 to live a modest lifestyle. Now, in 2021, that same family of 4 needs an additional $15,000, equaling about $81,000 to live that same lifestyle. The largest increases that I've found have been in food and childcare. Now, the first thing I want to touch on is purchasing a house, and I want to showcase what you can buy at different price points. So please keep in mind that all of these examples I'm about to show you are from the South and the Southeast District, because when you take all of the current benchmark prices in every quadrant, you find the average, it's about $450,000. So when you take South and Southeast quadrants, they will be the most relevant to the average of Calgary. Now, you do have to keep in mind that Calgary is 830 square kilometers long with 150 different community associations. If you're looking for any specific information about any quadrant or community with Calgary, don't hesitate to give me a call or text. Now, I'm really big into creating a strategy well in advance. These strategy sessions, if done correctly, only have positive outcomes. Now, the absolute worst thing that you could do is wait till the last minute, call someone random, go look at some houses, and then completely work backwards if you find your dream home. Do yourself a favor, get some basic information, and interview the person that's going to be representing you well in advance, because that's one of your biggest financial decisions, and you want to make sure that you're trusting that person. On a side note, I'm actually going to be using my home search website, adamfyfe.com, to look for these houses. It's free to use, it's something that I look at, so if you're ever interested in making an account and just getting some information, just let me know, I'll help you out. All different communities, all different quadrants will have different price points depending on the location, the size, and just a lot of different factors that go into play. So here on my website, I have a couple different things preloaded. So the very first unit that we're going to look at today is a condo priced at $199,000. It is a 1 bed, 1 bath with about 600 square feet. The third unit, we're hopping up a little bit at $320,000. It is a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom with over 1,000 square feet. The fifth home we'll look at today is $525,000. It is a 3 bed, 3 bath, 1,700 square foot, and a 4,100 square foot lot. Now, the last and final home we're going to look at is $825,000. It is a 4 bed, 3 bath, 1,200 square foot bungalow, but a massive lot of 6,000 square foot. So now that we've looked at a few house prices, let's look at some of the rentals and see what the rental market has to offer. Now, as you can see on rentals.ca, October 2021 rent report states that the average rent for all Canadian properties listed on rentals.ca in September 2021 was $1,769 per month. So as we scroll down, we will see the national rent rankings for October 21. This actually ranks the most expensive cities in all of Canada. So if we scroll down here, we will see that Calgary ranks 28th for the most expensive city in Canada, which is fairly surprising for me because we have so much to offer. But it does tie in very well to my affordability piece that I spoke about last week. So moving forward, we're just going to do a quick snapshot to see what's available in certain price points in Calgary. The first one you can see here is $1,000 to $1,100, with 68 current units available in Calgary. The second one you can see is $1,400 to $1,500, with 59 available units. The third one we'll look at is the $1,900 to $2,100, where there is 30 available units in Calgary. Alright, so now that we got the purchase and the rentals out of the way, let's look at some property taxes if you do decide to buy a house, and how that would look like over an annual basis. So the first unit that we're going to look at is a condo, and it was assessed at $212,000. You can see in 2021, you'd have to pay $1,570 in taxes. Moving forward, the second house that we're going to look at is actually a detached home, assessed at $328,000. You can see in 2021, the taxes you'd have to pay would be $2,429. The next home we're going to look at was assessed at $523,000. In 2021, they would have to pay $3,877. Now, the last and final property we're going to look at today was assessed at $758,000 in 2021, and they would have to pay $5,618 per year for taxes. So now that we got the taxes looked at, Let's look at utilities and what that would roughly cost. Now do keep in mind that utilities do vary greatly depending on the size of the house, the age of the house, the location, but on average you can say that utilities will run you anywhere between $250 to $500 a month depending on the size of the house. Now what we're going to do is I'm just going to give you a quick glimpse of my bills to give you an idea of what I'm paying. Now keep in mind that I live in a 1958 bungalow. It's only 1,000 square foot. It has a very old furnace and the windows are pretty leaky. So I will pay a little bit more than some people, especially without a high efficient furnace. Now if we look at my month of October's bill, you'll notice that I pay about $87 for electricity and about $70 for gas. You can see for my water treatment and supply I paid about $35. For my wastewater collection and treatment I paid about $48. For stormwater management, $16, and for wastewater recycling, I paid about $24. So now that we've figured out some of the housing costs and some of the utilities that were involved in that, let's look a bit into transportation. The two ways of public transportation here in Calgary are our C train, which has 45 stations and 50 kilometers of track, and our busing system. The busing system is quite expansive and goes all over Calgary, where the C train only goes to certain areas. Now there are a few C's associated with taking public transportation, and I'll list them here. Calgary has also implemented a program called BART, Bay Area Rapid Transportation, and it's what they use to highlight some of the sustainability aspects of our public transportation system and our infrastructure, and you can get more information here. Next, let's talk about gas, and gas prices have gone up quite a bit in the last year. Now I'm going to give you a quick snapshot of what gas prices are in November 2021 from a great little application that I used to use when I was in college called Gas Buddy. As we go here, get a quick snapshot of what gas prices are. You can start to see that Costco is the cheapest gas in the area. But the caveat with Costco is that you do have to buy a membership. So it's $1.26.9. As we continue to go down here, we do see that gas prices do fluctuate between $1.36 and $1.38. But again, gas prices do go up and down every single day, so this will be irrelevant in a few months. But it does give you a general idea of what gas prices are currently. So on the topic of vehicles, gas is one thing, insurance is the next. Now I did find this blog that highlighted some of the insurance premiums all across the country. As we scroll down, we can see a quick snapshot of some of those premium prices all across the country. Alberta is actually ranked 3rd for the most expensive insurance in all of Canada. It really just does depend on someone's driving record, the type of vehicle they drive, and the location. It also does depend if you're new to Canada. New drivers in Canada typically will spend about $250 to $300 per month just to get themselves going. Finally, let's talk about cost of living. The cost of living here in Calgary has gone up quite a bit in the last couple of years. So as we scroll down, we can see that there's a summary cost of living in Calgary. Now an estimated family of 4 is going to pay around $5,248, and a single person is going to pay around $2,500. If we continue to scroll down here, there is some interesting facts I do want to highlight as well. The cost of living in Calgary is 10% cheaper than Toronto. The cost of living in Vancouver is 11% more expensive than Calgary, where the cost of living in Halifax is 10% cheaper than Calgary, and the cost of Kelowna is 6% cheaper than it is in Calgary, which I thought was actually quite interesting because I thought that Kelowna would be a little bit more. If you liked the numbers and thought they were interesting, and you found some value from this video, you might find some value of why I love Calgary and think it's one of the best cities in Canada. You can watch that video here. Feel free to call or text me at any point and let me know what you're thinking and let me know if I can help you out. I am super big on strategy and making sure that people are set up properly well in advance. But that's all I got for you this week. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. If you have any sort of feedback for me, let me know. But until next time, peace.